Everyone, I'm Bee Bunny. Welcome to my channel. Today we are doing another Sims 4 speed build. I was actually going to record some Trailer Park Challenge tonight. We are far overdue for a Trailer Park Challenge episode, but you know how it is. I was streaming, I was watching videos, so I decided to go ahead and start this kind of build project that I've been wanting to do in my build file. And what I wanted to do was to take those line of lots in Newcrest. That's where we are. We're in Newcrest. That line of lots that is in front of that hiking trail where you can see like there's picnic areas and there's grills and stuff like that. And I wanted to do a line of different kinds of trailers. I mean, you know, let's just stay on brand, right? So this first one is a micro trailer home. So very, very tiny. It's 32 tiles, and I'm planning on doing a tiny trailer home, a small trailer home, and then with the couple of bigger lots, one of them is actually going to be a trailer park with 2 or 3 trailers depending on what I can fit in there, and the other one might just be like a bigger trailer similar to the one that Candace started out with in the Trailer Park Challenge. So much bigger than a small home, but you know, a good sized trailer. So that is my plan. So here with this, I kind of wanted it because it's a micro home. It's so tiny, and as you can see here in the beginning, I'm trying to just do the layout and play test it and decide what I think works first. That's usually my process. I usually don't record playtesting unless it's at the end and when I'm doing the tour and all that good stuff. But in this one, I wanted to playtest as I went because I didn't want to get it all decorated if where I put the bed didn't work, because I really wanted to fit a double bed into this 32 tiles and make it functional. So that's why there's some playtesting in the middle of this build. But my idea for this build was that somebody had bought a kit to build this. You know how they have those like tiny home kits that you can actually build yourself if you've got, you know, some sort of knowledge, but you know, this is not like a professional builder putting this together. Somebody very high in handiness skill, yes, definitely, but I did want it to feel like a kit that you got and you put together. And so that's why I sort of went with that just very basic clapboard on the sides, and I didn't want to make it too cluttered either. I kind of wanted it to feel, although I go with a lot of furniture that I feel could be like handcrafted here, like the cats and dogs dresser. I love that has kind of an older put together feel. And so fortunately sized down, it actually does work next to the bed, so that's nice. Oh, and here I didn't think the 3-in-1 that came with Tiny Home really fit the style of this build. So I decided, I think I saw this on one of James Turner's builds actually. He didn't put that old TV in there, but he used that base game bookcase that hangs on the wall to make his own 3-in-1, and I thought that's really clever. I want to do that, but I wanted to use the old TV from Eco Lifestyle, and because I didn't want the furniture to feel like brand new. I didn't want it to feel modern, but I also didn't want it to feel too kitschy either. Like, I was really trying to strike a balance in the decor where it felt, I'm trying to describe it. I don't know. I wish you guys could just read my mind. I didn't want it to be too stylized, but I also did not want it to be or feel modern at all. You know, I wanted it to feel mid-range. And like this tile that I just put behind the stove and such, it's going to change because even though I think it matches the tile on the floor really well and better than what I went with, I thought that just feels too modern. It just looks too modern and it doesn't fit. So I ended up going with the Realm of Magic tile that doesn't quite match the floor tiles in the kitchen. And I thought that's okay, because I just wanted it to feel like it wasn't professionally designed. Like, this guy, he bought a kit, you know, online or something, had it shipped out, built it with his own 2 hands with some help, obviously, and, you know, kind of like designed it himself. And so it's not slick, it's not even stylized to be like country or kitschy or retro or like boho or any of that. It's just kind of, you know, it doesn't really fit a theme exactly, maybe. I mean, that was more what I was going for with this. Now, because the micro home buff gets the best buffs, I mean, the reward traits, you know, when you have the micro home, you get all of the available bonuses. And one of the bonuses is for the garden to grow faster. It grows faster, and the plants evolve faster and all of that good stuff. So I definitely wanted to make sure that I made room for a garden here. That's why I ended up moving the whole build to the side of the lot, so that there would be a big room for a garden and a little bit of yard and all of that good stuff. So here I am making the garden here, and my mind just went blank just now. I'm sorry. But I'm making the garden because I just felt like if you've got that micro home and you've got this big lot, you might as well take advantage. So I do imagine somebody that's really into gardening lives here. I do think, like, for the tiny home trailer, I'm going to try to fit as many skill building items as I can, because that's the one big bonus I look for like tiny home. Like micro, you get the extra garden stuff, and also the relationships, the faster relationship, either up or down. Either way, it's double whatever interaction you're doing. And you also get the increased skill building and on the lower bills and all of that good stuff. But for tiny home, like if I don't care about gardening, I'm like, well, why do I need to live in a micro home? I can build a tiny home for this if I just want the increased skill building, which I do always like to start my Sims if I'm playing for off camera, you know, just playing my game. I do like to start them in tiny homes because you can get their skills up so much faster, and it just feels like you're cheating almost. So but I do usually, if I'm like playing with a single sim or something, I will start them out in a tiny home, and for the skill building reward. That is basically it. So I think when I do the tiny home trailer, I will try to put as many skill building items as possible, and that'll kind of be my focus. But for this, because it's, you know, I wanted the garden to be the focus, I wanted to do some kind of landscaping and, you know, have this little seating area out here with the bonfire that it's not bonfire, the campfire, the campfire where you could sit out. And now I originally was not planning on putting a grill, and because there's grills like right behind this lot, as you can see, with little picnic tables and stuff. But then I thought, you know, I put the ladder up there for the ceiling, for the roof, to have roof access, and like, what else am I going to put up here? I mean, obviously like a couple of lounge chairs, you know, and I deliberately had them facing back so you could kind of overlook the hunting, no, it's not the hunting, the walking trails and all of that good stuff. But you know, you may not always want to go out in public and use a public grill. You might want to just stay home in your own trailer and hang out by yourself and be able to grill up some hot dogs or hamburgers or what have you. And I went ahead and put lot traits on this. Obviously, you can change this if you download them, but I thought obviously we need good soil if we're doing gardening. I mean, it looks like there's good soil here. And, you know, and I love that homey trait because that's really good for when you're concentrating on kind of handiness and cooking and gardening. It also increases gardening. So whoever lives here is just going to have like a big hand up. Oh gosh, what is the phrase I'm looking for? Why when I press record, do I always just completely forget my brain? Anyway, at this point, I'm going to throw some screenshots. They're probably already going right now, so I'll let you take a look at those. Normally I do a tour, but I tried to do a tour in this, and it's so tiny. It's just hard. It's hard to get a look at everything. So hopefully the screenshots are going right now, and I think that's it for me. If you want to download this, you can find it on the gallery. My gallery ID is B12Bunny, and I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a like, give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it, and subscribe to me if you haven't already. It helps me out so much. It's really encouraging, and I want to thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will be back with another upload soon.